It's Glenda here. Welcome to my craft room tonight. It is Tuesday, May the 27th, and it's a big day because there's things that are ending, things that are coming. Stuff is happening, people. It's happening. I am just heading over to Facebook. One moment. Let's get this up and running into my VIP group. Just like that. Perfect. Some days things work. Okay, now I gotta do this and then go over here. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I am ready to go. Yes. So tonight I have a pretty card using You Are Remarkable stamp set, which is my featured stamp set for my July class. Registration is open now until the 15th of June. And hello, Alice. It has lots of texture and layers. When I was creating this card, I just kind of let it go and did what made my heart feel happy. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it. Hello, Julie. Hello, Christine. Look at all the people showing up. So I mentioned that there's stuff ending because it's almost the end of May, which means the end of the starter kit promotion to get $220 worth of stuff for $135. Yes, it's true. Hello, Connie. $135. Let me get my calculator because I just want right off the bat, you're saving $85 of free stuff. Now, if you were to purchase that $220 worth of product in BC, where our tax is 12%, it would cost you $273.51. But it's not going to, because you're going to pay $135 plus. Some provinces charge their PST. So here in BC, it would be 7%. Hello, Shannon. So you are saving about $130 by getting the kit. No brainer, people, no brainer. And you can order whatever you want in that kit. You just cannot go over that $220 limit. So yes, you can get the stamp and die cut and emboss machine and still have money left over to get other stuff, dies, embossing folders, stamps, inks, all sorts of stuff. Oh, Kim, are you a current demonstrator? I know. I feel your pain, but you can. It just means you have to give up all your history and then you can rejoin again and get all the free stuff. But I'm not giving up my history. I'm not giving up my people. I like my people. So that's ending the 31st of May. My You Are Remarkable class is still open for registration until June the 15th. But two things are starting. So tomorrow is May the 28th. Here, you may, if you're in Australia or New Zealand, you could already be the 28th. And you can purchase the scrapbooking, what are they calling it? Virtual album retreat kit. And that gives you free access to a private Facebook group, plus all the videos for all 24 pages. Yup, 24 pages. There are 12 double page spreads, one for each month of the year. So that's 24 pages. And it includes everything is pre-cut and ready for you. You don't have to do a thing except get your adhesives and your snacks and your drinks and sit down. It includes 4 exclusive stamp sets, flip flaps. I wrote them down here so I wouldn't forget. 24 page protectors, twine and embellishments, specialty paper, die cuts, and stickers. And Stamping Up has it scheduled for July the 16th to the 18th, but I don't know. I don't know whether I don't have time in July to do this. It's 3 8-hour days. So the 16th, 17th, and 18th, it goes from Pacific time, no, Mountain time. So in Pacific time, it would go from 1 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Those are long days, and I don't have time in July to do that because that's when we're north with our grandchildren. So I am going to put on, hello, Norma. I am going to put on in-person and virtual retreat in September. So September the 20th and the 21st, we're going to pack it all into 2 days. We're going to start 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to do half of it, and then we'll come back the next day and we'll do the other half. All you have to do is order the kit. You will get immediate access to the private Facebook group. You will be able to watch all of their videos ahead of time or while they're happening if you can. And if you don't want to do the kits then, join me in September. So I will hold it in person and I will have my setup and I'll be doing it virtually. So we'll do it both at the same time. So have I joined? Oh, Kim, I've been a Stamping Up demonstrator for almost 18 years now. So yep, I joined back when it cost me $395 to get stuff they told me I needed. Okay, so that's the album retreat. It is $340 plus shipping and tax, but you get $34 in Stampin' Rewards. You get free stuff for buying that kit. So if you're interested, I haven't had a chance yet to do a registration form, but I will be doing that. And if you are interested in joining us, I already have 2 people signed up. So that's 3, those 2 plus me. And get a hold of me and we'll make it happen for you. Now, if you are a demonstrator and you want to order the kit through yourself, you can do that. I will just charge you a little bit for getting together with me to make up for the fact that you're not ordering through me. I hope that makes sense. So the kits are available starting tomorrow. They are while supplies last, and nobody knows how fast they're going to sell out. Now, the other thing that's coming is starting on, oh Lord, I forget the day. It's in June. It's in June. Hang on, let me get the date because I didn't write it down. And I've been out of town all day. June the 3rd to the 30th, there is a special promotion coming. Anything that is in our suites, so any of our suites in the catalog or online, are going to be buy one, get one 50% off. So you can buy an entire suite and get another suite at 50% off. Yes, you can. Now, the 50% off will be on the lower priced of the 2. So if, for instance, you want, let me find the most expensive one here. Beautiful gallery motifs. Kintsugi. Boho. Okay, so if you wanted the beautiful gallery, let me turn you around and I'll show you. If you wanted the beautiful gallery suite, so this suite here hello, Dimity. You've never done scrapbooking? Oh, Kim, it's fun. This suite consists of 2 stamp sets, an embossing folder, embellishments, ribbon, and designer paper. So if you wanted to get this suite, you would pay $191 for it. And then if you decided I want florals in bloom, which is 2 stamps, well, it's 2 bundles. the other one is bundles too, embellishments and designer paper, you would pay half of 168. So that's $84. So you would save $84 plus shipping and tax on that $84. And you would have all those products. Now, if you don't want to order the entire suite, then you're welcome to order whatever piece in the suite you want, and then another piece, and then you would get 50% off the lower priced one. So if you wanted, let's go back to beautiful gallery. If you wanted the Gallery Blooms stamp set and the designer paper, you would pay full price for the Gallery Blooms bundle, which is $72.75, and then get the designer paper for half of 17, whatever that is. But if you wanted this bundle, you could order the stamp set and the dies separately. Now the stamp set is 26, and the dies are 55. So you would pay full price for the dies, and you would pay $13 for the stamp set, which is a better savings than buying the bundle. I hope that makes sense. Hello, Maria. So that's coming starting the 3rd of June, and it's the stuff online and the stuff that the suites online and the suites in the catalog. All right, now I'm going to shut up because now we're going to make this card. Because look at this. Isn't this a fun, happy, springy card, and doesn't it make your heart happy? My remarkable class is open for registration. So I'm going to be using one of Maria's favorite colors, Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, Peach Pie, and Memento. And I will be using You Are Remarkable stamp set. Now, this stamp set is a standalone stamp set. It does not have any dies, and it doesn't have an embossing folder or punch or anything. It's simply said because this is my favorite happy birthday right now, and it fits really well inside the textured notes dies. So I will be using 3 different dies for the textured notes. Then in the background, can you see that embossing on there? That's the plaster painting embossing folder, and I haven't used this in eons, so it's time to use it. Then I'm going to finish off with the Starburst sequins. Now, do you think, yes, I take my catalog to Staples and have it coil bound, Kim, because I like it when it opens all the way. Okay, so tell me, should I color the flowers in Lemon Lolly, Lemon Lime Twist, or should we change this color to a different one? Because if we use the same embellishments, there's Fresh Freesia. How do you feel about a purple flower instead of a yellow flower? Okay, so while you're talking about that, hello, Sarah. Yes, any office supply store or a local printer should be able to do that coil binding for you. It's not as cheap as it used to be. When I first started doing it many, many, many moons ago, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12 or 13 years ago I started doing it. It used to cost me like $250. Yeah, it's a lot more expensive now. Okay, card base. Oops, let's put the card the right way. Up there. Purple. Purple, says Norma. Fresh Freesia would be lovely, says Christine. All right. Card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and folded in half. We're still going to use Lemon Lolly for the card base. And then I have a piece that is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to emboss that because I don't like embossing my card bases because that tends to weaken it a bit. So we're going to emboss that, and it's going to go on there like that. And I have basic white 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. Then I have 4.5 by 3 for one die cut, and I have 2.5 by 4 for another die cut, and then I have 1 by 3.5 for the sentiment. Let me get fresh freesia. And we will use that. Still use lemon lime twist, and I will still use peach pie for the inside. Okay. That's inside. That's the card base. This I'm going to emboss. What I like about the caddy is the ideas as I'm newish. Oh, are you new, Kim? Well, welcome. How long have you been making cards? Okay, I'm going to emboss this. So when I did this one, I went up to the top of the embossing folder, and you can see this. It's got a bit of a different texture to it up there. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And this is 3D embossing folder. So you need plate number 1, and then your embossing folder with the paper in it, and then specialty plate number 4. That's your sandwich. All right. Got that going. Yeah, Christine, I hear you. It is an amazing resource for ideas. I use it all the time. Okay, so that's embossed. Now we're going to die cut. This one is going to cut that. And then this one is going to cut the big one. And this one is going to cut the little one. So we'll get those going through. Maybe. So hubby and I had a date today. Hello, Rosemary from Murrieta, California. That's awesome. Welcome. So lovely to have new people joining us. And I know there's people out there that watch and don't ever comment. So I just want to say hello to you too. And I know there's people out there that watch and they don't have their sound on, which is perfectly fine because you don't need to listen to me nattering away. If you want, all you want to watch is how to make the card, right? Okay. There we go. All that's done. So hubby and I had a date day today. He had an out of town medical appointment. So we left at 9 o'clock this morning, headed to Nanaimo, which is about an hour away. And we went to Sport Check. We each got new shoes. Because if you've been around for the past week, you know that I wore my running shoes out when we were in Orlando. So I needed new shoes. So he got new shoes and I got new shoes, and we got sale prices on them, which was fabulous. And then I bought a new suitcase, woohoo, because I wore my suitcase out too. Hello, Diane. And then we went to his medical appointment and we had lunch with our son. That was amazingly fun. Went to White Spot. Rosemary is a hobby demonstrator and loves Stampin' Up! Products. Oh, welcome, Rosemary. That's awesome. There is not much better quality than Stampin' Up! Products, let me tell you. And I'm not saying that because I sell them. I'm saying that because I use them. I love them. And I have been using them for 20 years. Over 20 years. Okay, I'm stamping my flower in Memento ink on the smaller of the 2 die cuts. So after we had lunch at White Spot with the son, and I had a yummy Caesar salad, we went to Costco. We spent time in bopping around in Costco. And then we came home. Well, I stopped and bought a loaf of gluten-free bread. We're going to try it. because I have my creative escape coming up on the 7th of June. And, oh, I double cut this one. Oh, interesting. Okay. I forgot that I'd made that shorter. And we need gluten-free. It's the one we're using for club, Julie. You are remarkable. So this is what club will be in July. Rosemary's been a demo for 5 years. Perfect. Okay, so when I said I double cut this, if you don't know, if you have something with straight lines, you can cut it down. So this one is this big, but I want it to be this big. So you cut one out and then you line. I have to turn this one up because it's got big dots and little dots, and I want to make sure they get lined up properly. There we go. And then you just move it down, you line it up, stick the stitch marks into the holes of the stitch mark, and then I'm going to run it through, but I'm only going to run it to the point where it cuts, and then I'm going to back it off. There we go. Hello, Valerie. So there we go. So now it's smaller than it was. There's the original size, and there's the size I'm using. Okay, put that off to the side. That one's done. Now we have to take this one and peach pie. Oh, lucky Sarah has a Costco 5-minute drive. Oh, yeah, it's an hour to get to our Costco. And Nanaimo does not have a gas station there. And we have diesel, and Costco doesn't sell diesel. So we don't get to take advantage of cheap fuel. So I'm just going to take this and do a whole bunch of stamping on here. Let's see where I want to make sure I get into the corners because I didn't do it on that one, and I like it into the corners. And we're gonna kind of fit it all in here like that. Now, if I take this one and we're going to put it over there, then I can tell if I've got enough of it done, and I do. I'm happy with that. Okay, now, while I've got peach pie open, I'm going to take the center 75-minute ferry ride. Yeah, Alice, I know. It's expensive for you to get to Costco. Thank goodness it's an hour away, or Norma says, thank goodness it's an hour away, or she'd be in trouble. I hear you. There we go. There's the center. Okay. Now, fresh freezy off. Fresh freezy off. And the filler inner. We went for a consult today for Dave's surgery. Guess when he can get it done? 2 months. No way. No way. 2 months, and he's already been waiting for like over 2 months? My God. Julie says, I can't see the stamp you just used. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Julie. I'm using You Are Remarkable, and I just used that little stamp there to fill in the center of that stamp. And now I'm using this stamp to fill in the color, the petals. So you don't have to use the filler inner stamps. You could color this if you wanted with your Stampin' Blends, but it's so quick and easy to do this. I have to stop talking while I line things up. 2 months wait is a stupid thing. That just should not be allowed. Well, Valerie, she said if we were in Vancouver, it would be a year. Holy man. Well, I talked to my sister while we were away about it because her hubby had a hernia as well. And it was going to take him that long to get his. So, you know what he did? They went to Ontario and visited friends, and he had the surgery done in Ontario. He got in like 2 weeks or something. Okay, now I'm using lemon lime twist to fill in the leaves. Cover it about 1/4 of an inch above till you get it all lined up the way you want it. That's okay, Julie. I don't mind answering questions. You can ask any questions you want. Okay, there we go. So fresh freesia, peach pie, and lemon lime twist. Now we have to do something for the inside. And when I did this, I didn't like it. So I just took the flower and put the centers in, but it probably will be different now because I'm not using, what's that color called? Lemon lolly. I'm going to use fresh freesia, so it'll show up better. We could go to emerge, but oh my God, the waiting room is always full. Yeah, I know. I know, Valerie. Our healthcare system is the pits. And I figured that anybody that can go and get it done somewhere else is good because that lessens the wait for the people that can't do that have to stay. Oh, sure. Let's go with that. I think it would be better if I used the outline. So what do you think? Shall I use just the filler inner stamp or shall we use the outline on it? Let me know what you think in the comment. While I do the envelope, get rid of that mung up there in the corner before it goes all over my envelope. Because I think I should be able to stamp right over top of it. Okay, now I need a peach pie, and we'll do the centers. Just filler inner, says Valerie. Outline, says Julie. Okay, we'll put this in here like this. 1, 2, 3. I went too fast and I didn't get them lined up properly, so I'm going to go slower on this one. Nope. Get down a little bit lower. So my open house is on Thursday, so that's in 2 days. If you are coming to the in-person one, it's from 1 to 4. Drop in anytime. Tomorrow I have to make up the kits for the make and takes. If you're joining me virtually, hello, Lena. Oh, Alice says outline and Christine says outline. Okay, we'll see if it will work because I just realized that it's got the stems and everything and I might not be able to do it. I can do this. But then when I do this, it's going to stamp over top of that. No. See, when I do this one, it's going to stamp. No, I can't do it. Sorry, people. I tried. But it looks okay. I didn't even get my adhesive out. Good gosh. What's that song? Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay, we are. So is anybody scrapbooker? What do you think of this scrapbook retreat that Stamping Up is? Oh, do you see what I just did? Do you see what I just did? I stamped a hot dog and it's a hamburger card. Yes, I could have done that, Alice. But I have to get another piece of cardstock anyways because I stamped it wrong. What's that song? I am the Frito Bandito. It happens. Oh, Rosemary, it happens a lot. Now, I need a Post-it note. A Post-it note. I'll put one here. And then we're going to do this. Oh, yeah, I don't think I can put more than one on there. Here, we'll do it this way. They're all going to be in the same direction, though. This might not look very good by the time I'm done it. Oh, Norma can hardly wait for the scrapbook retreat. She's going to be joining Carol and I. Okay, let's have a look and see what this looks like. That'll do. It will do. No, I need that back. Not this. Oh, Lord. Come on. So much for that Post-it notes. It's really stucking on there now. Okie dokie. So my catalog launch party, the virtual one will happen Thursday night, starting at 7 o'clock. And I've got a whole bunch of sample cards to show you that you have not seen before. And I'll be showing you all the products that I have. There will be, Rosemary says, I don't scrapbook, it's not my thing. That's good. It is not for everybody. I like scrapbooking, I just don't like putting the pictures in. And there's going to be draws. There's 3 draws, like normal. There will be a draw for coming. So anybody can enter the draw for coming. And that's just showing up. And then I have a treasure hunt. And anybody who completes the treasure hunt will have their name into another draw. So you have to download the treasure hunt, finish it, take a picture of it, and send it to me. And I will put your name in the draw. I'm getting the marker so I can do the stems. Need a little bit of leaves. So that's all happening Thursday night, starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, which is half an hour earlier than I am when I do my Facebook Lives. There we go. Okay, let's put this baby together. Back where I started before I messed up that one. Sarah says she likes scrapbooking, but has to get back into it. Alice says, I will miss it going to Air Cadet annual review. Oh, lucky you. Okay, card base. Let's just get the inside in and then it's out of my way. There we go. Now, put this one on. This is the one I embossed. And this one is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to put that part at the top. Line it up. I want to cover the front. And then apparently there's a little bit excess here. So I'm just going to turn this over, trim this off. Like that. Then I'm going to get my paper trimmer. In my paper trimmer, because there's a little bit excess on that side, so I'm just going to trim that off all the way down. Right there like that. That's the embossing or score tool. I don't need that. There we go. Okay, that's done. Oh, used to scrapbook with creative memories. Oh, nice. Christine did too. Used to go long weekend events, but that was many moons ago. Yes. I heard that Creative Memories has amazing scrapbook or albums. I have a friend, Marg, who scrapbooks quite a bit, and that's what she uses. So I'm going to be ordering myself one of those albums because I want to see what they're like. They have a little bit different binding system in it. Okay, there we go. Now the one with the flower is going to go on top, and it's popped up, but only at the top and the bottom. Now, can I use the big ones? Yes, I can. I'm going to put 3 on the bottom, and we're going to put 3 on the top, and nothing in the middle because I don't want it to hump in the middle. Perfect. Perfect. I have this stamp set and never used it. Right now I'm making a retirement card and brought out the stamp set. Thank you for the idea. Oh, you're very welcome, Rosemary. I am so glad I can inspire you. That's why I do what I do. Because I like inspiring people. There we go. Now, what did I do with my sentiment? Put a couple of dimensionals on here. So this is going to go there, and it will be flat on that one, and then it will be popped up on this layer. Good albums with covers that go over your pages. Yes. Yeah, Marg was showing me the album, and I did it upside down. Oh my good Lord, Mullet. That's what I get for taking the day off. My brain freezed. Straight. Perfect. I didn't put any adhesive on that. And it's too late now, so I'm going to have to put a glue dot underneath there. Stampin' Up! Has albums, Sarah. They are in the new catalog. There is a post-bound album, and there is a D-ring album. They're in the new annual catalog. So we do have albums. And that's what I'm going to be purchasing for, oops, didn't get that straight. I have a whole bunch of pages that I've done over the past, because I've been doing scrapbook classes since January of 2024. So I have a year and a half of scrapbook classes, pages that need to be put into something. I've been waiting for us to come out with albums. Okay. Last but not least, only one color. Yes, black. Black they are. You're right, Sarah. Okay, let's add some purple sequins. Purple and yellow. And more yellow, I think, up here. There we go. Our card is done. Well, except I haven't put Winky on there yet. Winky of Stella. Now, when you put Wink of Stella on this, you have to be really careful because it will reactivate that ink. Because remember, we didn't color that with Stampin' Blends. We colored that with ink. And Wink of Stella will reactivate that ink. So you can see, let me show you the difference. So you can see the difference between these petals that I used Wink of Stella and these ones that I didn't. So these blends the texture out of, see how that stamp there's got texture, and the Wink of Stella will blend that texture out. So just be really careful when you're doing it. There we go. Maybe a little down here. But if you don't like that it does that, then color with your Stampin' Blends, like I did with on the inside. Ta-da! I should make a scrapbook of all the days waiting for surgery. Oh, Valerie, you should. You should. Then you can take it to your doctor and show the doctor a pain he's in. Could you adhere paper to the cover? Yes and no. You could, Alice, but it would get wrecked when you're putting it on and off of the shelf, because unless you put a plastic of some sort over top of it. But you can do what I did. Hang on. Hang on. So I did this one when we rebought our cabin in Powell Lake, because we owned that cabin. Close your eyes. I'm going to lift you up a bit. So this is a scrapbook that I have finished. His doctor is chap that is taking so long, I'm going to call it. Yes, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, Valerie. So we owned this cabin back in 1980. When did we move there? 82 to 86, when we lived in Powell River. And then we moved north to northern BC. And then when we came back to the area, we talked to the people who owned it and said, if you ever think of getting rid of it, contact us, because we would be interested in buying it back. Well, they did, and we did. And then we did a whole bunch of renovations to it. And I scrapbooked the whole thing. Seal it with Mod Podge. Yes, you could probably do that. But I just put a title on it. And then I haven't done it yet, but I would put the same title on the spine. And then, I mean, it's black, it's classic. And here we go. There's our cabin. That was back in 1991 when we owned it. That's the year we moved out of there. So it was 91 that we were there. And there's our dog. And that's our son, who's now 45. Can you see him? And then when we opened it, it still had, like when we went into it, it still had our kids' sleeping mats. It still has all the paint job that we put in it, all of our bedding. That was my couch. This is the shop, had all of our stuff still in the shop. So we redid this roof because there was nothing we could do to it. That was plywood roof. So we redid the roof. There's us. But there's what it looked like when we bought it. It looked exactly the same. All my dishes were there. Everything was there. Yes, good memories in this scrapbook. And this is what it's all about, right? Where did you have it? It was in Henderson Bay, Alice. Henderson Bay, Powell Lake has my heart forever. We had so much fun up there. All right, let me turn you around. So, oops, bad hair day. That's it for tonight. Thank you. Somebody said the card turned out well. Oh, that was Christine. Thank you, Christine. I hope you have enjoyed our journey. The You Are Remarkable class is open now for registration, and you're going to get cards of the same caliber in my class. There's 3 cards. If you're part of my club, you're getting 5 cards. If you're part of my monthly tutorial subscription, you get 4. If you have enjoyed hello, Holly. Thank you. If you have enjoyed my video tonight, please hit those emojis. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget, it's almost the end of the month. Almost time for the extra. Remember what I said? What was it? $137, I think, if I remember correctly. What it is that you save by getting the starter kit. So if you've got a list like mine, that's huge. And then, of course, once you get the starter kit, you're a demonstrator. You don't have to do what I do. You can be a hobby demonstrator. That's why I call it a happy shopper kit. Then you save a minimum of 20% on everything you order after that, including anything that's on clearance or on special. So if you sign up this month and you want to partake in the sale, the buy one, get one at 50% off in June, you will save 20% on the full price one, and you will save an extra 20% on the 50% off one. So it's not 70% that you would save, but you would get 50% off, and then you get 20% off of that 50% off price. Yep. And you still get host rewards. You still get the 10% host rewards like everybody else. Thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. Yay, I love it. Thank you. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I will be back tomorrow night in my VIP group and on YouTube with a fun fold and the You Are Remarkable stamp set. So I hope you can join me 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.